Hello and welcome back. Let me just check. Yeah, the recording is working. I had some problems with it 2 days ago, but now it's all good. Before we get into it today, I want to say that if you're interested in any more analysis, if you want to be part of the trading community, if you have any questions or anything along those lines, the link to my Discord will be in the description. It is free for anyone to join. Nothing there is monetized, just like nothing on this video. With that said, let's get to it. So, looking at headline risk, there's really nothing major. Why is Germany sitting on some gold? Why does anyone care? So looking at SPY, it's on a healthy upward trend. The trend I've been talking about for a while. How it has more or less been on a straight line up, with the exception of the little panic reaction to the Trump tariffs before correcting itself very quickly. The dollar index had a little drop, but it's more or less still within that range we're used to. None of those previous major moves. So today the analysis is not going to be too long, because as you might have noticed if you were watching yesterday, this isn't really a great market for my strat, because we need things to finish gapping, to finish BOing through absolutely everything with no area to hold steadfast to make CRs, BOs, continuations, or anything else. So I'm gonna look at the two open pairs I have today and the two potentials, and then I'm gonna do a market recap tomorrow, and then we're gonna do a redraw on Sunday, maybe Saturday if there's not a filled out questionnaire. It depends. We'll have to see if there's questions in the Discord. So if you entered this trade, depending on when you entered it or on what time frame, if you did like a long entry like this, oh, you actually got stopped out either way. Sorry, I didn't notice that. So if you entered this CR right here, you got smashed out because it broke out of the range regardless of the trade. So that looks like a full loss to me. Let's look at this one. Yeah, it's a hard breaking out one. Relying on some not too good levels. So that one's a wrap. It's a loss. If you enter this one right here, this is a nice BO. You could have extended it as well. Could have extended it twice pretty comfortably. It was a very small trade considering the range, so I hope someone got into that trade. That was a nice one. So for this one right here, we could see a downtrend continuation. If you do decide to hop in on that, you're gonna have to rely on some lower levels like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's all right. Point is that we just need a point of reference for when it might drop. So you could look for a continuation here. This one day just has to close, and we're doing the opposite here. Essentially it'll look the same because it's just a cross period like that. So we were looking for a continuation here, but again it didn't materialize, so we're just gonna have to see what this does, and it has more or less made this unimportant. So as you can see, the market isn't giving a lot of setups right now, which I want to say is completely fine. Like, you don't need, I mentioned this so much, you don't need to trade every week. I've fed so many setups. We've been through so many months now of trading, me making videos and shit, and most of the time I'm finding setups after setups after setups, and I'm glad that you're seeing the other sides, because I wanted to see some red months too. We haven't had a red month yet where things just go to shit, because that's part of the process. Every year there's a red month, right? More or less every year. And every year, for sure, over a 1 year time frame. We've been trading from how long? 7 months, something like that. I've been recording. Yeah, 7 months. And you're bound to have some slow weeks where it's just not your market, and that's fine. So this continuation here, I can leave open, and if an indecision candle forms below this one right here after close, you can enter an indecision heading down here. I'm not gonna go for, there's no BO or anything like that on this type of trade. So with that said, that's all I've got for now. Thank you for watching, and keep in mind what I just said, that there is nothing wrong with having a slow week. I mean, we're doing great month over month, really great. That's all I got for now. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.